Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2024 mid-month general reading. So we're looking roughly at the last half of the month, and this reading is for the fire sign of Leo. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Always a blessing to be able to be here and do this. You are part of that blessing. Thank you so much. So, Leo, if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Leo, this video is for you. If you're cross-watching for a Leo, this video is also relevant. Of course, it may resonate a little differently for everyone who watches. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest. It is a general reading. If you know any or all of your other sign placements, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, watch those videos as well for additional insight. And if something really hits home, it really resonates, you'd like to take a deeper look at it, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking on the description of this video. I can usually get back to you within the same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do offer quite a lot of choices for reading options, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. There's something in there for everyone. And I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling of personal readings too. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Leo, let's see what the last half of July 2024 looks like for you. I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot, both by Ciro Marchetti, for those of you who like to know. Okay. All right, Leo, we begin with the Six of Swords. Keeping things concealed behind closed doors, strategizing, trying to figure out what's in your own best interest. For some people, this can represent, theft, deceit, deception, or hidden motives. With the Nine of Wands, feeling tired, some of you may be feeling a bit discouraged, maybe feeling even like giving up on something. Some of you may be tired. You're tired of strategizing. You're tired of trying to figure something out. Some of you may be tired of trying to figure out what somebody else's motives are, hidden motives or ulterior motives. Next, we have the Three of Wands, a more positive, hopeful card. This card represents feeling more positive and optimistic about the future based on the fact that some of you are starting to see your efforts paying off. It's kind of a card, let's say you have a major goal, right? Or a specific goal that you want. Well, there needs to be smaller goals that you meet and match, mileposts that you pass on the way towards that large goal. Usually a larger objective or a larger goal has milestones that you kind of go through on the way to that. So the two wands planted in the ground behind this person, the one wand that they're holding up, represents efforts you've already put into something. You're starting to see those efforts paying off. You're looking at that ship coming in, which kind of implies good luck and good fortune, your ship coming in. And you're feeling much more positive, hopeful, and optimistic about the future with the Five of Coins or Pentacles, the Five of Earth. This is a card that can represent, insufficiency and lack financially, materially. I know financially it's very difficult for lots of people, very challenging. And it can be that some of you, even though you're tired and weary of trying to figure out how to do this and how to do that and how to get ahead and how to make more money, it can be that for some of you. On an emotional level, it can represent feeling, kind of like the redheaded stepchild, right? Feeling like you're not good enough or out in the cold or kind of left out in the cold or kind of in beggar mode here. But it's kind of like the energy I'm picking up so far, Leo, is perseverance, and that perseverance paying off. Even though you're tired, even though sometimes you feel discouraged, even though sometimes you feel like giving up, or you feel very weary, you're starting to see your efforts paying off here, and you're feeling more hopeful about the future. Next, we have the Knight of Wands. Knights always represent things moving, offers and opportunities, the speed at which things move. This is the Knight of Fire. So kind of having that mission, that quest, and charging forward with all the energy of fire, which is all about passion and creativity and speed and assertion, inspiration, enthusiasm. with the Chariot. Success through perseverance, determination, willpower. Success through not losing sight of your goals, not slowing down, not giving up, pulling together all the resources and managing everything you need to manage in order to win or to reach that goal. The Chariot is a card of perseverance through success through perseverance. Even when there's a lot of moving parts, and you have to make sure all those moving parts are kind of aimed in the same direction. But that's how you achieve success. It references the old chariot races, right? So even if you fail once or twice, so you get knocked down 8 or 9 times, it's that 10th time that you get up and that you struggle on, and that's when you win. So there's a whole energy here about success through perseverance, success on a difficult, challenging path, one that makes you feel weary, makes you feel giving up, but you still keep doing it, and you're starting to see your efforts paying off here, and they do continue to pay off. From the bottom of the deck, the overall focus and energy for the last half of the month, Leo, July 2024, is the Magician, which makes sense because the Magician is... I kind of look at the Magician as the self-made person, the entrepreneur of the tarot. The Magician started off as an apprentice, right? Didn't know anything. So through a long path of work and learning and success and failure and triumph and defeat, the Magician has finally reached a point where he or she has an understanding of all the elements that they work with and how to use those elements, earth, air, fire, water, spirit. It's about taking our knowledge, what we've gained through all our experience and wisdom, all the lessons that we've learned, and learning and the skills and resources we've acquired along the way, and how to pair that with our physical work and determination in order to manifest what we want into actual physical reality. So it looks like, Leo, you're trying to manifest something. You're very focused on something. And even though it's something that, you might have your moments where you doubt yourself, you might have your moments whether it's going to happen. You maybe get tired of thinking of, trying to stay on top of stuff, trying to think of, different ways to get to your goal, different avenues, especially if it's financial and material stuff, trying to come up with different ways of maybe being more successful, different ways of making more money. Whatever that goal is here, it's all about not giving up. It's all about persevering, and that perseverance paying off. And you're going to be seeing that in the last half of July 2024. So let's peel it back just a little bit. That Magician is overall energy. Queen of Wands, there you are, male or female, because this is a general reading. The Queen of Fire, assertive, feisty, not giving up, knows how to do things. Good leader, good delegator, good worker herself. Knows how to switch things up. If one thing isn't working, she'll figure out another way to do it. Again, male or female, because this is a general reading. Here we have that Three of Wands again, right? Feeling more positive, hopeful, optimistic about the future with the Eight of Cups. So leaving behind perhaps things that aren't working for you. This could be people, places, situations, maybe ideas you had before or ways you had of doing things before. They're no longer working. So turning your back and having the courage to kind of turn your back on something and face the unknown and kind of keep going is what's bringing in and what's going to be bringing in results. Let's take a look at that. Seven of Swords and Nine of Wands. This just looks like some of you are feeling, kind of tired and worn out of trying to keep up with everything, trying to think of everything, trying to second guess things. We have the Sun. Beautiful card, one of the most, in my opinion, positive, influential card in the tarot because it affects all the other cards in the tarot just like the real sun does. It's light, love, illumination, clarity, the pressures and the restrictions and the heaviness beginning to uplift and lessen. We have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Interesting progression. The page is the student. He gathers the information. The knight takes it out there and begins to manifest with it. So again, it's coming up with different ways to expand, because the Three of Wands also, the Three of Wands is a card of expansion, right? It's a card of, okay, I'm doing this work to expand, and I'm looking out into the future, and I'm feeling like, it's possible. It's all possible. It could be that some of you are, you're coming up with new ideas and receiving and kind of putting things out there. And because of your efforts, you're receiving kind of news and information and messages that you're on the right track. 3 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, we have the 6 of Wands here, which is victory, triumph, success after a challenge, after a battle of some kind, being seen, being recognized for your achievements, for your success. At work and career, this can be a raise, a bonus, a promotion of some kind, winning on some level, because it's a card of victory and recognition of that victory. The 6 of Pentacles, being given a gift, giving and receiving a gift. The 10 of Cups, happy home, happily ever after, that white picket fence. For those of you with home and family, whatever that means to you, this is positive benefit on your home and family as well. Again, it could be work, career. I mean, this could be in any area of life, including love and romance, although I'm not really picking up much of that energy here, although it may affect relationships and home and family for some of you. Again, it's hard work that begins to pay off. All right, let's take a look at the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. Yeah, the 10 of Swords. 10s represent cycle completion and cycle fulfillment. And this typically speaks of the past. So, you're moving on from this energy, the energy of kind of coming to a challenging, if not painful, realization, Leo, that something has come to an end, it's run its course, or it's simply not going to turn out to be what you perhaps initially thought it was going to be. That can be a tough moment to be in, and for some of you it may have included some betrayal, but this is a card of the circle closing, and now it's time for you to get up and brush yourself off and move forward, because we're clarifying that Knight of Fire who's going to charge forward anyway. Yeah, the 10 of Wands, laying a heavy burden down and moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles, another knight. You got 3 knights here, right? So there's an energy of being focused, of moving towards a certain goal. The Knight of Pentacles is kind of my steady Eddie knight. It's one foot in front of the other. He's very cautious. He's determined too, but he's cautious. He's detail oriented. He doesn't cut corners, and he always, always, always crosses the finish line. I feel like a lot of you are going to be reaching a milestone, reaching and passing an important milestone in the last half of July, Leo, and perhaps one that you may have doubted you were going to get through. Because again, the whole theme of this, regardless of what specific goal or the specific thing that you're trying to manifest here, with this Magician card being the focus, it's all through perseverance, determination, willpower, not giving up. And you can't not succeed if you say, I'm not going to give up. If I fail a few times, a handful of times, I'm going to learn from that. I'm going to take those lessons, what I've learned, and I'm going to apply that moving forward. And that's how you achieve success. So, any advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit for Leo for the last half of July 2024? Let's give that another shuffle. Okay, we have the High Priestess. So during this time period, it's going to be important for you to trust your instincts and your intuition. Some people call it higher self, some people call it gut instinct. It's our connection to the divine that gives us kind of those promptings and those feelings. Even if other people are like, no, what are you doing? You have this feeling, right? It's about trusting your feelings and your intuitions, perhaps paying attention to any spiritual signs or dreams that repeat themselves or have the same theme. Right, trusting your intuition, and that can be kind of a tough thing to do, in the day and age that we live in today, because it's a card based kind of on trusting your intuition, your connection to spirit, not necessarily in what you can physically see. It's just you just know that this is the right thing, right? The moon, it's the same thing. It can represent hidden fears and not really knowing, can't quite see the way ahead, but knowing that everything is going to work out all right in the end. The Five of Pentacles, which is the same as that Five of Coins. So when the Five of Pentacles comes up as advice, it's always about pay attention to what's around you, people, places, situation, because the cautionary advice in the Five of Pentacles is that you might miss something that you need, someone, something, some resources that's very close to you, right in front of your face, or discount something out of hand. You might be missing it because you have a certain idea of what your perfect thing is, and you may discount other things because they don't fit your picture. So it's about kind of staying the course, putting one foot in front of the other, not giving up, but also not having your idea of what it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be. Kind of open that up and leave that for spirit. Don't say no to anything that's being offered to you or just discount it out of hand, because it could be something that could really make a difference for you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Leo, those are your messages for the last half of July 2024. I hope that for those of you that found them relevant, that they were helpful for you. Again, if it did hit home for any of you, if it really resonated and you'd like to pull the curtain back on it a bit, take a deeper look, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a reading with me, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the August general readings. I do post every 2 weeks. In the meantime, stay safe and well, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.